Welcome back to the Plus Money Podcast, your home for the best soccer bets in 15 minutes or less. Weird weekend, wild weekend. FA Cup. We've got Super Cup in Spain right now. They're playing in Saudi Arabia, which means no Barcelona, no Athletic Bilbao, no Real Madrid, and somebody else is over there because it's not Atletico because they play Sunday. We're coming off the Super Copa for Italy. Teams coming back from Saudi. You've got AC Milan coming back with a trophy. Inter Milan absolutely bottling a trophy. And we've got FA Cup after a midweek of League Cup semifinals. It's all happening. There's games in Bundesliga. They're returning from their winter break. There's a full slate in Italy for the most part. I'm Andrew Passaro. He's Ani Sridhar. Weird weekend, and frankly, our eyes are on Sunday night. He's got the Jaden Daniels hoodie on. I got the Commanders t-shirt on. We're more 100% more focused with taking down the Bucks on Sunday, but we'll get you through what we've got. We've got an okay Friday slate. In the world of soccer, Dortmund are taking on Leverkusen. Leverkusen plus 140. They've won 77% of their last 22 games. Leverkusen team total over 1.5 at minus 108. And my favorite bet from this game is Vert score or assist at plus 110. He's hit that in 7 of his last 10 for Leverkusen.
I like that.
This is a game that Dortmund kind of need, but
hmm
there's a bridge that I could sell you that is Leverkusen plus 750 to win the league. They're 4 points behind Bayern right now. Um,
I like the number.
The number's good enough that if you're like hot on Leverkusen,
Yeah.
they've only one loss in the Bundesliga this season. It is to Leipzig. They didn't beat Bayern earlier this season. They still have to play them again. It's not crazy. And Bayern are obviously still kind of finding their feet under company. Um, I don't know if I'll put it in. I got them at plus 600 last year. I gave it out in like October of last year, and we rode that all the way to the finish. I also had a ticket on them at plus 1,000 to win Europa League. They are trending upward. We'll see how they play the first couple games of this return because I don't feel like that number is going to go down. Another quick one I like in Germany, Frankfurt money line. They're taking on St. Pauli. St. Pauli are just 1, 2, and 4 at home this season. I feel like Frankfurt win this game. Um, Marmoush plus 145 anytime goal scorer. This could be his last game for Frankfurt if he even features. David Ornstein had him going to Manchester City earlier today. Um, I think Frankfurt signed him on a free, so he may not start as they're trying to cash in on him. And that's obviously going to affect how this game plays out. Frankfurt team total over 1.5 is minus 104. They've given that up 9 times, 3 times at home, and Frankfurt are 7-1-1 in their last 9 games as a favorite. That's 77.8%. My numbers there are from Outlier. You can find the link in my bio for that. I'm still going to take Frankfurt, whether Marmouche is in the lineup or not. The number will definitely go up. That'll bring us to some Serie A. Ani, I'll let you go first. I know you got something for AC Milan.
Yeah, I mean, my golden goose is Reinders for Milan. He's just been consistent with the two shots, and most games you're going to get two shots at plus money. In the Supercoppa final there against Inter Milan, two shots was plus 220, which was crazy for a guy that rips. So I like Reinders, two shots, three shots whenever those odds come out, and always got to put a shot on goal there for Reinders as well. He's just a guy that sits outside the box and even on corner kicks will have a rip at it. So that's my favorite play in that game. It doesn't matter who they play, by the way. I'm always going to play Reinders shots.
Yeah, new manager at AC Milan, getting some big results for them. Come from behind wins against Juve and against Inter Milan in the final for them. A couple other things I like in Italy this weekend. Udinese play Atalanta. Atalanta on over 1.5 is minus 110, and Atalanta on over 2.5 is plus 145. Udinese has given up 2 or more goals 10 times, and I kind of feel like Atalanta just win that game. And then it's the Torino derby. Torino are taking on Juve. I'm on both teams to score at plus 120 here. 6 of the last 8 games have been both teams to score for Juve.
Nice.
However, only one of the last 5 derbies has gone both teams to score. I just don't trust this Juventus defense right now. Which is ironic because there was a big derby in Italy last week. It was the Rome derby, and I took both teams to score no, and I did cash that. But I kind of feel like this Juve defense is it's a little fraudulent. I've got some parlays, but I know you got some plays for the other football for the weekend. If you
Yeah, I
want to
mean,
throw them
wild
out there, we
card
can.
weekend, arguably the best football weekend of the entire season, just because of the expanded format now. Now we've got six games. We've got two on Saturday, three on Sunday, one on Monday night. But I've got three plays from this weekend, one on each day. The first one, I like the Chargers -2.5 at Houston. Houston is just so injured. I mean, outside of Nico Collins, CJ Stroud has nobody to throw the football to. I know John Mechie's there, the veteran Robert Woods, Dalton Schultz, but Chargers have a good secondary. They have a great pass rush. I just think they're going to be able to win this game comfortably and a 3-point spread. Give me the Chargers on the road against the Texans. We got to go to Sunday night. It's the Commanders, it's the Bucks. There's going to be no defense played in this contest. Both secondaries are absolutely abysmal. Give me Jalen McMillan over 52.5 yards receiving for the Bucks. He's going to be on the opposite side of Mike Evans, and we already know Mike Evans is going to be shadowed by Marcus Lattimore. That's a rivalry that goes back to his days with the Saints. So McMillan's also been great down the stretch here for the Bucks. And on the other side, McLaurin, baby. It's McMillan and McLaurin. 58.5 is a spit in Terry McLaurin's face on a line for the prop. Against the secondary, he should absolutely shred against. It's just if Jaden Daniels targets him in the first half, because most of the time he does all his work in the second half of the game. So I like both those plays from Sunday Night Football. Not going to pick a side because the line's good. It's -3 Tampa Bay. Obviously, we're going to be rooting for the Commanders to win. If anything, the emotional hedge is, take the Bucks live if the Commanders ever go up early. That's the way I would play that. And then we go to Monday night, Vikings, Rams. Vikings coming off a 14-win season, only team in NFL history to win 14 games and not win the division, which is crazy to be
Wild.
honest.
It's
It's just
bananas.
insane. And they're going into a really tough matchup, in my opinion, to LA. An LA team that's had a couple weeks of rest since they rested all their starters last weekend. And we saw the Vikings just absolutely sputter on the last Monday night to win the division against the Lions. So I think the Rams take this. They opened as 1-point favorites. The line has now moved. They're +100 dogs at home. Give me Sean McVay here to beat Kevin O'Connell. Stafford, Cup, Puka Nacua. Might be one last ride for the duo of Stafford and Cup, and I think they win this game at home.
Yeah, it'd be a massive I think that's an upset to me. This
Yeah.
Vikings
I
team
mean, the
is good,
Rams
but
won
they
10 games too. It's not like
yeah,
they're not a
I
double-digit
know.
win, and they probably win 11 if they don't rest their starters in the final week of the year.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I still think that Vikings team is that wide receiver core is nasty between Jefferson and
yeah.
Addison. Like there's a lot of talent on that side of the ball, and it's a big game for Sam Darnold. It's a difference between getting a multi-million-dollar extension, like maybe triple figure multi-million-dollar
With
extension
the Vikings, or it's
with the
this last
Vikings.
game with the team.
Right,
Correct.
well,
Because someone will
or
sign him. Someone will sign
yeah,
him.
or they could also like franchise tag him and then trade him. There's this could be his last game as a Viking, but he's going to get paid somewhere. But this is going to be, down to, is he getting like 40, 50 a year or 40, 45 a year, or is he getting like 30, for a 3-year contract? So it's a big game for him. Speaking of purple teams on Monday, Monza play Fiorentina Monday night. Fiorentina -120 money line. Monza are so bad. I think they're on 10 points right now in Italy. Fiorentina have not been in a good spot, but their team total over 1.5 is +100. Monza's given up 2 or more goals 11 times this season. A couple quick parlays I like. +142 in Serie A, Atalanta to win at Udinese, Inter to win at Venezia, and Napoli to win as well. They're taking on Hellas Verona. And then I do have a quick both teams to score parlay +153. It's only 2 legs. It's in Germany. Freiburg take on Holstein Kiel. 11 of 6 matches for Holstein have been both teams to score 10 and yes, 11 of 6 Holstein matches have been both teams to score 10 and 8 10 out of 18 matches for Freiburg, both teams to score, including 5 straight. And then the other game is Hoffenheim-Wolfsburg. 12 of 18 Wolfsburg matches and 14 of 23 for Hoffenheim have been both teams to score. First weekend back for the Bundesliga, very interesting. And I don't hate both teams to score in Spain. I thought about taking it in the parlay, but I'm going to take it on its own. +102, Sevilla versus Valencia, both teams to score. It's 11 of 21 games for both teams have been both teams to score. I kind of feel like they cancel each other
Damn.
out.
I mean, that's pretty
Uh,
good.
yeah. We'll have midweek games. We're gonna try to get a pot out. Just depends on work schedules. Because we got a we got a big middle of the week.
Big,
Um,
big Meek.
big
We
meeks.
got
Yeah.
big Meeks.
I'm coming off a couple pints after that disappointing Liverpool game, but Liverpool, Nottingham Forest on the road in the middle of the week, and North London Derby in the middle of the week. So if we don't have a
Mm,
pod, there'll be videos out. Don't worry, we'll have you taken care of. But yeah, it weird week. FA Cup. I don't know. My thing with the FA Cup is, yeah, somebody gets upset every year, but I kind of feel like it's just going to be some team in the championship, and the teams in the Premier League kind of have the depth at this point to take on all the teams. Arsenal, Manchester United will be decent. I just don't know. I don't know if Arsenal or Manchester United are taking it seriously at this point. Um,
no
I
idea.
really, I really don't, and that's why I'm not giving anything out, and I'm kind of waiting for lineups. So we'll be back next week. You can follow us at Passaro at Ani Sridhar 23 at the Plus Money Pod. See you soon.